Look here at this gray sky right here, you'll see that, it's gray. And when the sky is gray like this, like when you look out the window and see a gray sky like this, there's certain assumptions you automatically make. You probably assume, oh, it's probably kind of cold out there. At least it's not real warm. It might even start raining. We look at the sky, and when we look at the sky, we can make certain assumptions that are, pretty accurate about what's going to happen with the weather. If you look out and see a blue sky, you can think, oh, it's not going to rain. It's probably getting a little warmer, things like that. And so, and you look out at the sky tells us so much about what's happening. You can look out and see the sunset and go, oh, it's going to get dark soon. The sky is just full of just signals that are really obvious to us that we don't even notice we notice about what's going on in the world, what's going on, what time of day it is, what the weather is going to do, stuff like that. And similarly, there's signs we can look for in ourselves to check in on how well we're doing. It's easy with our personal, our personal journeys, our personal progress journeys. It's really easy to be, working through our personal journey and to just maybe not feel discouraged, to feel like we're not doing a good job, to feel like we're just not winning at life or something like that we're just failing. But I think most of us are succeeding in more ways than we notice. And if we know how to read our lives the way we read the sky, we can see very clearly that we're succeeding in ways we didn't notice before. So how do we read our lives that way? How do we do it? Well, here's a few tips. One is just through journaling. Making time to just stop and journal, just free write about what's going on in life, free write about, maybe even take a moment to write, to like stop and say, hey, how am I succeeding? Free write about that. That journaling is a great check-in that helps us notice our successes in ways that we wouldn't otherwise notice because we're too busy to stop and notice them. Journaling is huge. Journaling is so great. Also, I think that we can just kind of feel it in our bodies. If you get really still right now, just pay attention to your body. And just say, body, what am I doing well? And just see what the first thought that comes up for you is. Like for me, I just had my body instantly replied back to me, you're grateful. I think that's true. I think I am at this point in my life. I'm doing a pretty darn good job of like noticing things to be appreciative for and being grateful for things that in a way that I didn't used to do so easily. So yeah, just journal, journal to discover how you're doing well. Just stop and ask your body the question, body, what are we doing well? And just see what comes up for you when you ask that question. What's the first thought that comes to you? So those are just a few ideas of how you can check in and notice your successes. And I recommend doing that because we could all use it. The way the world's built and the way society's built is just tearing us down so much. There's so much. And I mean, like every single commercial tells you you're not enough, right? Like every single commercial you watch is saying, hey, you lack X, you don't have this thing. So, but if you buy our product, then you'll have it. See, every single commercial is trying to emphasize to us our lack, trying to emphasize to us what we're not doing well. Every magazine cover, like women's magazines are notorious for this. If you go look at a women's magazine in the store, like the covers of those magazines are just like constantly emphasizing, hey, hey women, you're not good enough in this way or that way. And so the world's just full of these things that say that to us. So let's make time to notice what we are doing well to combat that influence that's around us in society everywhere. And we can also get in the habit of doing it for other people. When other people are doing, when you notice other people growing, when you notice people doing something that's good for you or good for the world, like point it out to them, point out to the, and that is a real blessing to people around us. Well, that's all for today. I love you all. Have a great day, and I wish for you, the thing I want for you today is to notice your successes. With whatever power I have, whatever faith I have, whatever energy I have, I bless you with that.